it's L is for the learn.
Coming right up, the 76ers taking on the Bucks. For the 76ers, they're well aware that starting the season on the road can make for a choppy start. They plan to rise to the challenge and steal a first win here. Bucks, Sixers. Tip-off coming up next.
Put me on top, city.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The forwards, Harris and Tucker. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Connaughton and Middleton share the wing duty, and it's Lillard in at the point. And game one of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Harris against Middleton. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Middleton. 6 to shoot. From downtown. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Here is Lillard. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Connaughton kicks to Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And when you talk about Giannis's defense, he really has some unique attributes.
Boy, does he ever, Greg. I mean, you think about his length, his athleticism, his agility. He's a guy who can defend the ball and the screener almost at the same time because of that great length. So offenses sometimes go away from him in the pick and roll, which allows him to kind of play free safety on that back line as a rim protector.
Good on the second free throw.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
They get it back. Harden the pass to Maxey. Embiid from outside. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look to start the season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And hard not to love a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who has such a great attitude.
Well, I love the way he plays, Greg. He's effervescent in his approach. Plays with great speed and pace and fearlessness. He's got a readiness to him and a workmanlike approach that bodes well for him the rest of his career. I think he's a potential all-star, and he delivers in just about any situation he's put in.
Good.
Oh, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Now, here is Harden. And Embiid with the screen on Lillard. Here's Harden.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Pass to Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Maxey against Connaughton. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And Tucker has it in the corner. Nails the wide open jump shot.
This is a shot Tucker has in his bag. The defense has to know that.
Bucks trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harris against Middleton. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. And that one is stuffed right through.
Chris Middleton is a bad man. Loves giving it to the defense.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden kicks to Embiid. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. To the left wing. Tucker dishes to Embiid. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin, I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success, but they found a way to keep winning.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Harden the pass to Embiid. Over Lopez. Embiid, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's the moment Lillard passes half court, you have to pick him up. Because Dave's range is endless.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Malik Beasley comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Payne in for Lillard. Oubre is checked in for Philadelphia. D'Anthony Melton comes in for James Harden. Now here's Embiid. Still without a basket. Dishes it to Tucker. Tipped away. It's stolen by Kumbo. It's 2-on-1. The finish. And it's Melton with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Can't hit from in close. Milwaukee leading by 3. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And Portis throws it down.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Tucker. Back to Maxey. Oubre finds Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Oubre. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
Chris Middleton has been on display for the Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Oubre, Reed out there with Bamba. Then it's D'Anthony Melton, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. Now here's Middleton. Fires from the wing. No good that time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Reed a screen, and the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And Clark, we see so much more dribble handoff action these days. It's part of almost every offense.
Yeah, you know, it gets a little redundant, but it's effective, Kevin. And you know, the league is a copycat league. If it's working, you continue to do it yourself. Teams realized how useful it can be creating the matchups they want. That's a big driver of it, and players are good at running it. And quite, you know, for fans, it tends to be pretty entertaining because you typically are playing through your best players.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Middleton is a huge part of the Bucks' offensive attack. Giannis says we need him to be aggressive, taking over games. And asked whether down the stretch he needed to be the one to take over, Giannis says, nah, I trust this guy to death. If he wants the ball, he gets it. Simple as that. Kevin?
You're so right, David. The trust factor is definitely there. Hey, thanks for the report. Here is Harden. Malik Beasley making his last shot. Harden the pass to Reed. Crowder with the steal. To the inside. Portis. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Harden against Connaughton. Harden dishes to Bamba. Harden with it. Picked up by Portis. Second chance shot. Bamba kicks to Reed. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Portis. Clock at 6. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Harden. Reed a screen on Portis. Nice hit again. A nice shot by Reed.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
A different look from Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis, and Lillard subbed in for Malik Beasley. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bamba. Tobias Harris comes in for Paul Reed. And Maxey subbed in for D'Anthony Melton. Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Harris outside. Oubre on the wing. Now Harden launches from deep. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasted possessions.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. In terms of the ideal stretch 4, Tobias Harris fits the mold.
Yeah, he does so much so well on the court. He's an excellent three-point shooter, helps space the floor. But at the defensive end, he's versatile, he's tough, battles on the glass as well. And I just love his overall game.
Portis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The 76ers also with a sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Oubre. And the shot goes in. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Right side, Portis. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, he's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 32 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
The 76ers trail by 9. And here is Harris. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Milwaukee leading by 6. Middleton looking it over. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. And it's Chris Middleton with the 3. Middleton's got 12 in the game.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Tucker is screen. Out to Harris. There's the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Picking up his 2nd foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
15 seconds left in the first half. Lopez finds Giannis. With 4 seconds on the clock.
Well, this is where Tucker really makes his hay. I mean, able to defend on ball as well as in help situations.
And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our...
Taking a look here now at the 76ers. At this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what...
And now let's focus on our game. A strong first half for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, they got high percentage looks.
And that'll do it for halftime.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Middleton and Giannis slot in at the small and power forward. Pat Connaughton is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Absolute heartbreak, Clark, for the Bucks last year in the postseason.
You're right, Kevin. It was a shocker to see the Bucks go down in the first round as the 1 seed. And Miami really handled them, too. Knocked them out of there in 5 games. He played with a lot of energy, got contributions from a lot of different players, and key defensive stops with a balanced attack. Did Milwaukee in.
Here is Harden. He's got 10. Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
He's got ideal position inside. Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk,
high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted.
There's Giannis. Look out below.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you. The pass to Embiid. Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Harden.
And James Harden feeling spry, giving the defense everything they can handle with this scoring.
Middleton against Harris. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. Some solid defense from Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Embiid against Lopez. Harris finds Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid with a screen on Lillard. With it. Now guarded by Middleton. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Philadelphia.
76ers substitution, number 8, D'Anthony Melton.
Bucks leading by 9. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. We've seen some amazing offensive performances recently. Clark, is it possible someone could match Wilt's 100-point game?
Look, Kevin, I don't know if I'm ready to go that far, but I also said I'd never see a 16 beat a 1 in the NCAA tournament. It's happened twice in the last 5 years, so never say never. But you got to think, you're seeing teams put up 165, 170 points in a game. Could a player get 100 of those? I think it's possible.
Physical play by Embiid inside.
Defense goes right at Embiid, but that size and strength of his, he just powers right through him.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Takes it inside. Up and in on the way. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for title.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably.
And the Bucks making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Lopez, a screen on Harden. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Bamba passes to Melton. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Bamba. Passes it to Melton. Bamba setting the pick for Melton. Kicks it to Tucker. From the arc. And the rejection by Giannis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Crowder in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Harden against Lillard. Here's Middleton. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Harden against Lillard. Now here's Harden. He's got 15. Bamba a screen on Lillard. Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And the jump by Bamba.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
Lillard from outside. And the Bucks miss again.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Beasley against Melton. Pass to Bamba. Pass to Harris. A three. Harden against Lillard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Melton kicks to Harris. Back to Melton. Harden left side. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
76ers, 33.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Bucks leading by 3. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Reed out there with Kelly Oubre. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. There's the pass to Giannis. With a screen on Reed. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Oubre pulls it in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Bamba passes to Melton. Great D that time from Portis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. The 76ers trail by 6. Beverley, the pass to Bamba. Back to Beverley. Passes it to Melton. Bamba, a screen on Beasley. Here's Melton. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Melton's got his first 2 points.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
Here's Giannis. Using his size, Giannis!
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Reed a screen. Connaughton against Beverley. Bamba with it. Down low. It's thrown back to Kumbo. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Damian Lillard in for Beasley. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Connaughton. He kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Bucks lead by 10.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Embiid with the screen on Lillard. Harden with it. Picked up by Portis. And Harden with the stuff.
An aggressive move from Harden at the hoop. Really good to see him take it to the defense like that.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the 76ers.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Joel
Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that break, listened in on Adrian Griffin. Now he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Giannis outside. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. Embiid with the power.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
A shot by Hugo. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Giannis has got 11 in the second half. The 76ers trail by 6. Embiid with the screen on Lillard. It's Harden with the drive. And Tucker kicks to Embiid. Off target with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 9. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Here comes your box breaker crew. Once again, let's hear it for your box breaker crew.
1:22 left in the game. Harden against Lillard for 3. Harden, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Well, you got to have a plan for Giannis on the drive. I mean, he's extremely aggressive. The defense really unable to handle him.
At the line for the box.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits.
2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The 76ers trail by 10. Maxey sets a screen for Harden. Buries it from three-point range.
Hey, defensively, when you're guarding Harden, the last thing you want is for him to get a rhythm from deep. He can blow a game wide open when he does.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Lillard against Harden. Into the lane, and he converts the layup.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the box. Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And, you know, such a fierce competitor. Lillard can score from anywhere on the court, and there's no one you'd rather give the ball to with the game on the line.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Harden the pass to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Lillard scanning the floor. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes an average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.